Hey folks, Jeff of the APBA Football Club here again. A lot of updates and news to share with you. Quick channel update. Been a crazy busy first half of the year. It's amazing to say that 2024 is halfway over. Already been a very busy summer for tabletop sports gaming with the APBA annual convention, the Play.con convention. We heard out of the APBA convention that Pastor Rich Zawadsky and the Miller brothers have been inducted in the APBA Hall of Fame. So congratulations, gentlemen. We heard that the 1970 NFL season's on the way, followed by 1971 and the much sought after 1985 season. Those high flying Bears, boy. We hope that you've been able to get to a regional tournament or two. We're going to tell you about why you want to be in Canton at the Pro Football Hall of Fame here, August 24th and 25th. We've got some great things coming in the immediate future. First of all, some cool unboxings. Came across a cool couple games at Worthington, one of them being big time boxing, kind of a Euro seeming game with card driven action, very colorful and all that. Worthington, of course, known for its war games like the Band of Brothers series. And I always check Worthington out. They run some very good sales on bundles like the Band of Brothers series, which is all new rules, an extra module to the game and all that good stuff. But a really cool little fun game that we threw into the cart there, about 20 something bucks, not stats based, but might be some good mechanics, and it really speaks to that opportunity for war game and Euro game companies to get into the sports game. The more exposure that we can give to all these games across multiple audiences, that's a great thing. We've been sitting on a couple of unboxings. They're going to be very intricate. The first one being the massive envelopes of cash, which predates all the NIL rules in place today. Good old Andy Schwartz has you covered if you want to revisit the shady days of questionable recruiting practices in college sports. This is one of the heaviest, most detailed, and well put together games we've ever acquired. It's going to take some time to get through, so we want to do a very nice unboxing that does justice to it. And we also have a really special game called Lords of Baseball. You remember we interviewed the designer, Max Gemelli, and we have one of the rarer charter owner versions from the Kickstarter campaign. So we'll get to that. We want to give that, again, some good time. It needs some room to breathe. It's a voluminous looking game, but it really addresses bridging the gap between the Euro style mechanics and stats based games. So stay tuned for those. Interviews. We've got some incredible interviews coming. Speaking of Lords of Baseball, the man who launched the game through his L4 Studios, Keith Bloom, will be joining us. Mr. Steve Lachey of Sherco baseball fame will be stopping in to speak with us. And Arthur Franz IV will detail his breakaway football. You've probably seen the game out there, incredibly richly detailed. It really captures the essence of teams' capabilities and styles and personalities. We'll talk to him about his team creator module and more. We'll see them at Canton in August. So let's talk about why you need to be at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Let's talk about who's going to be there. I already mentioned Arthur Franz is bringing an entire breakaway football posse. They're going to run demos and a mini tournament. You'll be able to see the latest version of the game, hot off the presses. I'm really excited to see that game. Remember, we started this event to promote APBA football in 2013. It was clearly pretty influential on the shape of APBA football tournaments since then. And in 2023, we revisited the tournament. Revisiting this tournament got us to Cooperstown. So this tournament means a lot, and this one's going to be bigger and better than ever. I'll put a link to the event page in the description here. In addition to Arthur Franz IV, you're going to be able to rub shoulders this year, because we've opened it up to all the platforms. St. Patrick, Sports Sim Magazine is going to be discussing his richly detailed matchup football game in which he resurrects and brings to life some of the most important college teams, but some of the most important quarterbacks, teams that don't necessarily see the light of day in other college football games. We're going to see Keith Avalone, the Keith Avalone of Play Games. He's bringing second season. He's bringing Cold Snap. He's bringing Draft Duel. If you've been curious about Play Games or breakaway or matchup, now's the time to come join us. at the Hall of Fame in Canton, August 24th and 25th. Will be in rooms B and C again. We can accommodate up to 60 people. This is going to be the biggest one yet. James Cast of the Tabletop Sportscast, he's going to be there. If you missed Play.con, where most of these folks go, you're going to have a second opportunity here in good old Canton, Ohio, just an hour from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and some other great attractions throughout Ohio. If you'd like to make it a fuller late summer trip, tie it into Labor Day. The reason we do it in August is because you have the expanded summer hours. They're open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that means you get a couple extra hours after our gaming to tour the museum. And trust me, just the difference in exhibits between 2013 and 2023, it's a world of difference. It changes quite frequently. And of course, we'll be there only weeks after the induction of the 7 members of the class of 2024. And who does not want to see Randy Gradishar's good old Broncos uniform in the Pro Football Hall of Fame at last? Dying to see that. They'll be brand new. You'll be among the first people on earth to see these exhibits. And it's something you'll never forget. Look, I understand it's not particularly centrally located. You got family obligations. And yes, it's $150 for the weekend. You know, it's $75 per day if you can make it for only one day. I would probably have never made it to the Hall of Fame if I didn't push myself to create this event. And if it weren't such a reasonable and reasonably priced and well-oiled machine. The Hall of Fame is taking care of us. They are just smooth as silk. It's great food delivered right in the gaming room. I'm really not even sure what to expect myself this year. I'm just kind of staying out of it. You know, the first time we organized it, I purposely built it as a lab for APBA football with Ray Dunlap and Greg Barrett, offering them the opportunities to speak. And, you know, ultimately they took those presentations down to Georgia, and that spawned, you know, what they're doing down there. So this year, you know, you are, of course, a subscriber to SportsCenter magazine, and you saw St. Patrick's poll about the relative popularity of baseball and other tabletop sports games. Well, we're football guys here. We love all games, but we're football guys first. You're going to see all the football things in one room. We're even working on we've got a friend of the channel working on a Stratomatic contingent. So we want everyone there. We want, hey, bring your pay dirt game. We want Status Pro. Even if you've got one of those really old, like Tom Hamilton, or some of those really cool games from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, Vince Lombardi, bring it along. Let's check it out. If you know how to play it, I'm trying to keep the structure more open this year, more loose, because we want folks to get around and get their hands on all the games. So may not even have an APBA football tournament this year, but if we get a minimum of 4 APBA football players, we'll do a round robin tournament. You can play half games like they do in Alpharetta if you want to do that, to make sure that you get through the Hall of Fame, get lunch, eat comfortably, connect with some of the greatest design minds in gridiron games. I've only been there twice. This will be my 3rd visit. And if there's any great catalyst to get you there, this, I hope, is the thing that does it. And this year, it's really going to be special. And opening the proceedings again will be none other than President George Bozica of the Professional Football Researchers Association. He'll talk about their latest projects and research and books and the podcast, and why that $35 a year membership is absolutely essential to any of us playing these games. I renew it automatically every year. The Coffin Corner, the game books. If you want to drill down into how the Cowboys manage the 71 quarterback carousel of Craig Morton, Roger Staubach, you will see the play-by-play in their gathered research. The PFRA is an incredible organization. We're deeply honored that George Bozica will again kick off the proceedings. It's Saturday, 9 a.m., August 24th. St. Patrick, Keith Avalone, Arthur Franz, James Cast. Who knows who else? In fact, I know who else. And well, I won't say just yet, but a really special guest, I hope, is going to be there. He's planning to be there. A couple of them, actually. Everyone's very special. I can't wait to meet everybody. I really want to hear tips. I really want to see how you do it. Your coaching style is always interesting. David Weatherby's coaching style from last year, that great game he played the 2019 Chiefs against Chuck Steinmetz and the 2017 Eagles, on epic matchup, one of the best games of football they ever played, by Chuck's admission. You saw that video. So I hope you can join us. in Canton, August 24th and 25th. Email me at applefootballcluboriginal@gmail.com. We'll get you on our email list. Just indicate that you're interested and we'll send you the details. Plenty of accommodations in and around the area. Belden Village has several hotels. We'll be at the Holiday Inn, Belden Village. They have a little restaurant. Hopefully we'll do a Friday dinner, maybe a Saturday dinner there. There's a Texas Roadhouse. There's Don Shula's at the Hall of Fame Village. Lots of options to explore. So hope you come and join us there. There's really no better way to kick off the 2024 NFL season than that time of preseason and Hall of Fame induction and your mere days from the opening of the 2024 campaign. So I can't wait for it. This might be the most exciting one yet. And hopefully it is a sign of bigger and better things to come for this event, for tabletop football games, which we all love. So lots coming on the channel, interviews, unboxings, and there's my spiel on Canton. Reach out to us with any questions you have about that. And I hope to see you there.